Paul Merson, Eric Ten Hag, Marcus Rashford, Manchester United. Thoughts on the game yesterday v Norwich. Was worried about starting with Rashford up front, as I said in yesterday's video. Worried to death losing Rasmus. He started to score now and he never stops trying, he never stops running, he never stops working. Was worried we might not get the same from Rashford. More about him in a moment. Paul Merson, I know last night on YouTube. Sorry, somebody we know says YouTube. I'm saying it now. YouTube. I seen Merson on YouTube doing an 8 or 9 minute rant about how crap United were. I think it was from, he must have been on the panel, you know, where Jeff Stelling used to be. The other fella's doing it now. I'm guessing he was on there probably watching the game and saying this is tosh. I couldn't agree more. Seeing the game absolutely awful. And I mean absolutely awful. I know later on, I didn't see the interview, but I know Eric said he thought they were unlucky and should have won the game. United, that is. He's obviously watching a different game than me. It wasn't that Norwich were brilliant. Norwich, when have I got Norwich from? I said Norwich earlier now. I meant Fulham. I don't know what it is. If I said Norwich at the start, I meant Fulham. You know I meant Fulham. It wasn't that Fulham were brilliant. They worked hard. They tried hard. They worked to a man. And they had some open goals that they should have converted. The finishing was atrocious. But at least they tried. And the fact that they tried and worked as a team was what got them over the line. They were lucky. They were playing a team that didn't play as a team with absolutely no cutting edge, and a team that was led by a guy at the front that just did not want to know. I've been saying all year, early on in the year, that Rasmus, it's a shame he's got no service whatsoever. He never stops working, he never stops running, the ball doesn't get to him. It started to get to him now and he started to score goals. Still doesn't find his way to him as it should be, but it's getting better. There's some kind of production line there. Nothing was happening really for Rashford yesterday. Nobody was really getting the ball to him. But unlike Rasmus, who works his socks off and never stops trying, Rashford doesn't start trying. There was one episode yesterday, you may have seen it, you may not have done, where Rashford, I think we're defending a corner. Now we've got a corner, they're defending. The ball comes out to one of their midfielders, it may well be. He goes up for the ball along with Rashford, who just puts his foot in the air, doesn't really try to stop it, should have gone with his head, didn't want to know. The guy took the ball off him, they went all the way down the pitch and again should have scored and didn't do. It never got highlighted because they didn't score. Had they scored, it'd have been all over Sky Sports, it'd have been all over Match of the Day, and they'd have been talking about that one incident more than anything else. I read yesterday, Graham Souness was saying that there's a video out there doing the rounds of Rashford supposedly tracking back against the boy from Luton only the week previous. You know, the guy that played at Everton, I can't think of his name, but I know it. Ross Barkley. I've not yet seen it, but he's been doing that in every game this season. It's just not working. The man is on 350 or 380 grand per week, and he's just not working. He's down tools. It's crazy. Somebody on here says, Sean said, if it was me, I'd drop him. 10 Hag's hard, I'd give him 5 or 6 matches, then I'd drop him. And I messaged back, they should have done that 2 months ago. I wouldn't have even put him on the bench. I thought that worked once or twice, but no, it doesn't. He needs to be kicked out to play with the boys, not literally speaking, for about 6 weeks, and then brought back in to realise the error of his ways. And if he wants to leave, he's got to leave then. And I like the boy. I like him. He's been a great player. But at the moment, he's not even trying. He's not doing a jot of hard work. It's absolutely embarrassing. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If he doesn't work up front, the rest of the team tend to follow suit. Because he's the superstar in the team. He's the big earner. He's the main man. For all, probably Bruno's the better player. Rashford is the one that they all look up to. And if he's not doing it, nobody does it. Just goes through the team. His work rate is absolutely atrocious. He should be coming off every single match. Sweat dripping from him. We did a piece earlier today, as I mentioned, we did a piece earlier today on those like Stan Bowles, Worthington, Tony Curran, all those, the flair players, the Mavericks. They might have been out of the game for bits of the game, but when they worked, they worked. Yeah, Bestie, George Best, the best of the lot of them. Up and down the wing non-stop. He never stopped running. He got tackled and tackled and tackled and kicked and kicked and kicked. None of this rolling round palaver that Rashford does. You touch him in the face and he's all this and he's all over the floor. None of that with Bestie. He didn't even want you to know he'd hurt him. So you could nigh on have crippled him and he'd still got up and carried on running at you. Unbelievable. Man, you played it like a man. Rashford plays it like a big girl's blouse when he does play. He just doesn't get involved. Marcus, you'll never see this, but if you do, it's just start working, man. It's not that I hate you, because I don't. I love my team, I love you. But you need to start working. Run, work. 350 grand a week, man. Put a shift in. Play for your fans. There's 70,000 fans every week come to watch you. You're not trying. It's not on. Even if you don't like the manager, even if you don't want to play for him, you've just got to do it for your team and for your fans. I don't know. It's so poor. Yesterday, just so poor on the back of a few wins. I know we could go and play City now. We might get 2 points off them. You could see it happen. That's the kind of team we are. I mean, based on yesterday, if we'd have played City yesterday, playing like that, they'd have put 6, maybe 8 past us. I know the different games. I know we probably wouldn't have played like that. We might have raised our game because it's City. It might have been a different game. The atmosphere might have been different. I know that. But if we'd have played like that yesterday against any City team, we'd have got beat by 6 or 8 goals. Fact. No ifs, buts, or maybes. Fact. We were crap. Eric, honestly, smell the coffee, mate. You didn't deserve to win yesterday. Whether you should have or not, you didn't deserve to win. You got lucky in it then to get back in it. And you were pressing at the time, yes you were. And I thought we could go and win it here. And maybe we could have done. But we wouldn't have deserved it. There's been many games this year where we've won and we've not deserved them. Tell you what, I can't count on one hand, honestly, 5 brilliant games that we played this year where we took 3 points in each game and deserved them. I can't, honestly. Unbelievable. Reality check needed, Eric, it really is. If you think we should have won that yesterday. And also, with Marcus, if it were me, just drop him. 6 weeks in the reserves. Bring him back halfway through April and get him to play the last 6 or 8 games for us. And tell him he needs to do it now. If he wants to stay at the club, he needs to do it. If he don't want to stay, let him go. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.